Let's get your arts into gear, and look, who's decided to rejoin us again for another week?
I was sick.
So you said, but you were fine you were fine on the Tuesday night for the awards at the Ipswich show. It's Glenn Smith!
You know I go anywhere for a certificate, you know.
Go to the opening of an envelope, mate.
Celebrating the volunteers at the Ipswich show.
Well done,
just because yours came in a frame and mine was just eliminated.
Mate, associate sponsor here. But you did get two.
I did get two, makes up for
that makes up for it, yeah.
But mate, we do have a guest here today. We're completely ignoring.
But she is waiting patiently.
She's waiting. Look at her.
Yeah.
Hello, Katrina. A bit of an icon of the Ipswich scene. You've been around for a few years. I won't say many years, because a few years.
a few, yes, I have.
But you're here today to talk about the Ipswich Top of Town Market Night.
Correct.
You're the organiser?
Yes, the organiser, the instigator.
Instigator, that was
everything
a word
else
we threw away.
Maybe the big cheese as well.
The big cheese.
Tell us how this came about. I mean, why now?
Why now? Well, I guess how it came about was that probably 15 years ago, Jeanette Adams and myself and a few others in the Top of Town decided to do a market as a way of bringing more people throughout the Top of Town. It worked then, but then, of course, we had the unfortunate floods in 2011, and a lot of those retailers had to vacate their premises regardless. But knowing that, and knowing that it was a really good way of injecting more foot traffic and a lot more people into the Top of Town, I sort of reflected on that when I took a retail space in the old flour mill. And the Linger A Bit longer grants came out.
Oh, okay.
And so approached council, sort of floated the idea around a few of the retailers, and decided that this was definitely something that everybody wanted and that would be well supported. So that's how it came about, and I put my big girl pants on and did it.
Do you feel like council, I mean, I don't want to say turn their back on, but kind of neglected the Top of Town with the new Nicholas Street redevelopment?
Oh, look, I love it when people bring up the neglect that Top of Town has always felt.
I felt like creating a bit of controversy today.
Being a business owner on the Top of Town as well, yes.
Yes.
So way before
I
then.
want to say that this didn't start with Nicholas Street precinct.
It was before that.
I want to let everybody know right now, the beef with the separation between Top of Town and the Ipswich Central Mall has been long standing. This is not something. This is like you know, the Ipswich argument.
It's nothing new, is it?
It's definitely not. It's definitely not new.
I don't know, we can't work together.
You know, like it's been decades long, and I think it's about time we bridge the gap, because there definitely is a gap, and I feel like sometimes there's these little needle digs by council that, you know, shut off walkways that were perfectly fine.
Bit of controversy. Oh, jeez.
I'm really, there's definitely that animosity.
The views of our guests are not naturally the views of West Bremer Radio or the...
That's not what Glenn tells me when I come into Vintage Advantage. That's not his view at all.
No. It comes to me after. Yeah.
So yes, there is definitely a beef with the separation between Ipswich Central and Top of Town, which is now, you know, Nicholas Street precinct or whatever they want to relabel it as. But it's definitely there, thriving, and to be perfectly honest, you know, nothing brings people together like something to hate. So.
That's definitely going to be a highlight.
I like Nicholas Street. They've got some good shops in there.
There's some wonderful retailers down in Nicholas Street precinct, and don't get me wrong, they deserve just as much support from council as everybody else
Beck's
does.
Been hanging in
Trotty Beck, oh my goodness.
Hasn't she been? It's almost like
she's absolutely a veteran, 100%.
Like she's survived floods and COVID and just a horrible
definitely, and more credit to her. I mean,
definitely,
she's
and then we've got Compass Tattoos have moved down there.
Tattoos, and so many. And then, you know, one of my favourite little secret haunts, the Rusty Nail, and
Rusty.
and Miss Jackson as well.
But we
digress.
But really, just tell me some of the, because this is an art program.
Yes.
Tell us some of the art stalls that'll be in there.
Some of the art stalls that will be in there. One one definitely comes to mind is Agape Moo. She is a mature lady who does some wonderful creations, including heat packs. Now, I know that might not sound very arty and crafty to you. However, they come in their own made bag that she hand makes. So you can take them apart and wash them properly. They are also made with 100% wheat, so you're not getting those silicone plastic bits that you get from the chemist.
So you got gluten-free ones?
No, unfortunately, Glenn, if you want a heat pack, you're going to have to go with the wheat.
Okay. Sad. Sorry.
You don't have to eat it.
That was a bit of a man joke. If you can't eat it, what's the point?
Yes.
But no, that's fantastic. But you are looking for more stalls?
Yes,
and
I am.
And we would really love to see some more arty, crafty stalls.
Agape Moo is also a painter as well, so she's got some art there as well. So that's all on her stall. And then we are looking for more art stalls, definitely. I do have a couple of other different stalls. There's a wonderful lady called Patricore and Pages. Now, she does poetry while you wait.
Oh, wow.
And types it out on an old typewriter.
Yep, that's amazing.
All right,
but look,
we've gone into a whole heap here.
We have,
so
but we need to wrap it up quickly.
Well, I'm just going to say we'll come back for part 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we actually got to find out when and how.
So we'll come
that's sort of the main thing.
Part 2. My Lord Glenn.
Oh, gee, you can talk, Brad. Anyway.
Yeah, because it's definitely all my fault. We're here, getting your arts into gear on a Tuesday morning right here on West Bremer Radio.
Check Air Conditioning is excited to announce they are now offering electrical works. From general electrical repairs and service upgrades to ceiling fans, smoke alarms, power points and so much more. And don't forget, we are also still your go-to name for all things air conditioning. Check Air Conditioning has been your trusted family-owned and operated air conditioning specialist for over 25 years. And now, let them look after your electrical needs. To book your free air conditioning or electrical quote, visit chekair.com.au. Quote conditions apply.
Part 2, getting your arts into gear right here on a Tuesday morning. There you go.
Thank you. You missed it.
No, I still done it. Now, we're still here looking at the night markets that are coming to the top of town.
Got Katrina, she hasn't left.
No.
We've asked her to, but she won't. But, it's like, she's still
keen to stick around. Tell me, what is the big plan for all these markets eventually? What do you want to get to?
I want to get to a point where the council has to shut the street down because we've got too many pedestrians along Brisbane Street. Wouldn't it be wonderful?
Awesome?
Wouldn't it be so
fantastic.
good?
I remember
really
one of the first years I came to Ipswich, they had honk. And they closed the street.
Yes. Yep,
Brisbane
that was
Street.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. I would love to see that as well.
Yeah.
So that's basically the grand plan, is to have so many patrons and so many stall holders that, it just shuts the street down like South Bank.
All right.
Love it.
So to do that, we need a whole heap of stalls.
We need stalls.
How do they do that?
100%. So I need more artists, more creatives, more people who want to start something and have their space out on Brisbane Street selling their wares. You can email me at oldflourmill.myyahoo.com.
Cool.
.myyahoo.com.
Yeah,
I have not heard that one before.
No,
that's good.
or you can go and see Glenn and he'll be happy to pass on my details.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell him where to go.
We'll also put in the podcast,
below.
below.
But in saying that, any stalls? It doesn't have to be art related.
It doesn't have to be art related. It can be absolutely anything at all.
What about a radio station?
Yeah.
Oh, radio station would be cool. Do we know one?
Yeah. Would we know a radio station? That'd be amazing. I would love a really reputable radio station to come into the top of town. Would be wonderful.
Just saying. Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Katrina.
And
Thank
we
you
should
so
plug
much.
the details one more time.
Yes.
So it's Friday.
So it's the first Friday of every month.
Okay,
The
cool.
next one is on the 4th of July.
Fireworks?
I'm not going to say that there'll be fireworks. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there'll be
aliens. We can have aliens. So aliens.
But I do know Ungerman's are putting on a little thing at Ungerman Brothers, which will be fantastic.
a little
We've
thing.
also got a little thing. You got to check their Facebook page out to find out what that is.
We'll check out Underman's thing. Okay.
And then there's also our live musician at the Old Flour Mill as well,
cool.
and entertainers will be doing street roving as well.
love
So
it.
How
we'll have
good.
lots
I
and
love
lots
it.
of stuff on. The Cat Cafe is also getting involved too. Lucky Cat Cafe, where Dancing Bean.
Is there a dead cat
so
in
there'll
here
be
somewhere? Or?
lots and lots of things happening throughout the top of town
Wonderful.
on the 4th of
On the
July,
4th of July.
from
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 p.m. So it's a really good time to just leave work, go have a gin tasting
Check it
with
out.
Invibus Gin on one of their
Ooh.
stalls, have a little wander around, see what you can find
How
through
good.
the market.
That was
I
cool.
love it. I love the
Yeah,
idea.
that's
It's
great.
just a shame we've moved out of the
First
top
Friday
of
of
town.
every
Oh,
month.
well, we still have
First
you back.
Friday.
Oh, I
We'll be
know.
back.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm an honorary top of
I
town.
didn't realise in Bacchus Gym there. We actually had an event there on Saturday night for an
Yeah.
art event at the space, and I tasted their rum, and it was really good.
So good.
Did you have
So
another
good.
taste after that?
I had one.
Another taste.
Another taste. Then I was still there Sunday morning.
Last
But it
time
was
I
really
had
good.
gin tasting, I couldn't decide between 3 bottles and I had to buy them
Buy
all.
them all.
so-
I know, why not? You know, as you do, as you do. But look,
All right.
that's
Thank
all.
you,
Yeah,
Katrina.
Thank you
You're
so
very
much.
welcome.
We've
Thank
got
you so much
to
for
talk
having me.
about.
We do.
have.
Very quickly.
Very
Jump into
quickly.
Spark.
Jump into Spark.
What are you
Spark's
doing?
coming. Well, we're going to be here in this gallery. We're putting on a Connections exhibition.
Oh, yes.
But on the 17th of July, the whole shopping centre is going to be open right up till, I think, 8 o'clock at night. You know.
Wow.
And we're going to have there'll be messy art for free arts for kids. We'll have the gallery open. There'll be food trucks and the thing. They're introducing their mascot for the shopping centre.
Oh.
Who I should know. It's a puppy dog of some description. Big doggy, hound dog, something.
Do you want to call Rachel?
I should- Rachel, what's the name of the dog? Yeah, but we'll have that more next week. We'll
Yep,
actually get
okay.
Rachel on here one day.
Oh,
but
that'd
yeah,
be
so there's going to be so much happening. Apart from all the other events, part of Spark, but you can get your free book and look it up. But this is the place to be on the 17th of July, I reckon.
Okay, fantastic. And we know where to be on the 4th of July.
At the 4th of July.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Woo. And then look
all
at
right,
Danny's
that's it.
thingy.
That's right.
I'm obsessed with his thingy.
Obviously. All right, we've got our arts and gear. No more talks
That's
about
it.
any more thingies.
That's it,
All
that's
right,
it, okay.
we're done. We're done with thingies. We'll talk to you all next week.
See you next week.